Welcome to the Experience Annex podcast, episode 5, episode number 5. The title of the episode is The 7 Immutable Laws of Wealth and How You Can Use Them to Your Advantage. In this podcast, we talk about the 7 immutable laws of wealth, including how you can develop wealth consciousness, use time well, focus on one thing at a time, think big, rub shoulders with the wealthy, work hard, and keep learning as the wealthy do. Life is full of experiences, and it's good you learn from the experience of others. I am Paul Uduk, the creator of BWC Square, where I show friends like you how to convert ideas into books and other forms of intellectual property. I'm also the creator of IBMC, Internet Business Mastery course, where I show aspiring internet entrepreneurs how to succeed at scale. I'm also the creator of online course creators community for newbies and advanced beginners with over 12,500 members all over the world. The truth is, everyone craves to be wealthy. We secretly wish we could be like the wealthy. We look at them with a combination of admiration, envy, and wonder. What exactly did they do to be so blessed, we ask, even when we can see with our naked eyes what they do day and night. On the other hand, we resent the poor irrespective of our level of piety. We look at them with contempt, sometimes hatred. How did they manage to squander all the opportunities they had all their lives? We attribute all the evils in the world to the poor. We sometimes secretly wish the government could do something about them. Yes, the super wealthy rule the world. They live in the biggest mansions and own the choicest properties. They ride the most luxurious cars and marry the most beautiful women. When they speak, the words are carried by news media around the globe. The super wealthy abound in commerce, politics, entertainment, sports, IT, finance, oil and gas, to mention a few. In short, they abound in every sphere of human endeavor. The following names, not in any particular order, readily comes to mind when we talk about the super wealthy: Andrew Carnegie, Joseph Rockefeller, Cornelius Vanderbilt, Bill Gates, Mukesh Ambani, Jack Ma, Elon Musk, Jay-Z, Oprah Winfrey, and of course, Immutable Madonna. Of course, we should not forget the wealthiest as we read: Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk. And of course, the Frenchman who recently exceeded Elon in the wealth hierarchy. Among the super wealthy, you can count Buddhists, Christians, Hindus, Muslims, unbelievers, blacks, whites, browns, mixed race, men, women, and people from all continents. What exactly then separates the super wealthy from the poor? If not some undue advantage in opportunities, skin color, religion, intellect, industry, talent, place, and time of birth, what exactly? The 7 immutable laws of wealth seeks to pinpoint the 7 operating laws you must live by if you wish to pitch your tent with the wealthy. Here are there. Number one, develop wealth consciousness. Two, use time well. Three, focus on one thing at a time. Four, think big. Five, rub shoulders with the wealthy. Six, work hard. And seven, keep learning. So let's take them one by one and go a little bit deeper. Develop wealth consciousness. This is number one critical skill you must acquire if you want to be wealthy. The wealthy pay undivided attention to nurturing and multiplying their wealth. For instance, Bill Gates attributes his wealth not so much to what he makes as Microsoft's co-founder, but to the excellent work of his portfolio manager, Michael Larson. On the other hand, the poor spend their money on whim. They eat out, attend clubs, stage parties, celebrate and donate generously just to be thought as rich. In short, the poor tries to copy the millionaire next door. To be wealthy, be wealth conscious and focus attention to not just making money, but how to grow it and make your money work harder for you. This is the number one immutable law, I repeat. Two, use time well. Time is the most precious and scarcest resource. An economist says its supply is inelastic. You can't store, warehouse, you can't stop it, and you can't increase it. Effective use of time requires a mindset that abhors procrastination and perfectionism. The super wealthy use time well. Sadly, the same cannot be said of the poor. While time is an abstract, how you use it is a mindset. How do you know? But do you know that the wealthy and the poor have the same amount of time or more of this most invaluable resource? From birth until death, the wealthy and the poor have equal amount of time daily, 24 hours. You'll be wealthy to the extent to which you judiciously use this limited resource. Focus on one thing at a time. Number three. To be wealthy, develop focus, laser focus. Focus on one thing at a time. While the wealthy focus on one thing at a time, the poor generally pursue many ends at the same time, thereby dissipating their energy. Whenever the wealthy pursues an end, he burns his boat and never looks back. On the other hand, the poor always hedges his bets. Take, for example, Jeff Bezos. He focused on e-commerce, Bill Gates on computer coding, and Jay-Z on entertainment. On the other hand, the average poor never pursue anything to the logical conclusion. He may be in real estate today, network marketing tomorrow, and motivational speaking tomorrow or next tomorrow. This approach is a recipe for sub-performance, and these industries require different mindsets and know-how. Number four, think big. If you look closely, all the wealthy think big. Jeff Bezos is not just building an e-commerce company, but the most customer-centric company on the planet. Bill Gates did not just go out to build Microsoft, but the biggest software company in the world. Not to be outdone, Mark Zuckerberg's empire now includes Facebook, Instagram, and Messenger. Thinking big is not about hubris. It's about being methodical, seeing the bigger picture of what could be. It's about having an uncanny vision of the future and other opportunities along the way. It's about saying no to 1,000 things so that you can say yes to one thing that matters to you the most. So think big, or thinking big is one of the hallmarks of the wealthy. Really, why think small if you can think big by focusing on one grandiose end at a time? Number 5, rub shoulders with the wealthy. Don King, the boxing promoter, once told Dennis P. Kimbrough, the co-author of Think and Grow Rich, a Black Choice. His plan for becoming a billionaire was by hanging around billionaires, learning all the things they know. So hatch a plan and find a way to rub shoulders with the wealthy. By so doing, you'll be sucked into the world of the wealthy. This will reprogram your mind. Hanging around the wealthy is not just about networking, but it's about getting close enough to monitor or to be mentored by the wealthy. What can you do to enter the radar of the wealthy? Write a book, start a podcast or YouTube channel, to mention 3. You can't be wealthy unless you reprogram your mind to think like the wealthy. The easiest way to do that is to enter into the world of the wealthy through the back door, through what you do. Number 6, work hard. Most of the time, the things associated with the wealthy are Gulfstream jets, super yachts, golf courses, ocean blue, islands, hot air balloons, and mansions designed in heaven. These are what you see at the front end, but peel the curtain a little, and what you see at the back end is hard work. Many believe hard work does not matter in today's digital world, where you can set everything up to work on autopilot. Beware, nothing could be further from the truth. Do you know that Jeff Bezos used to kneel to sort parcels when Amazon first started in 1994-95? Till date, he exhorts his people, it's always the one. Meaning, maintaining the spirit of entrepreneurship of a startup. If you are not willing to work hard, then perish the thoughts of getting wealthy. In his Good to Great, author Jim Collins, or co-author Jim Collins, wrote about the concept of the flywheel. That's hard work. That's what hard work is all about. No wealth is ever created by standing with hands akimbo. Finally, keep learning. Learning is, in this context, is not about amassing many PhDs, MBAs in assorted disciplines. Learning is not about endless webinars. It's not about getting personal coaches to make you better and performing at your peak in all dimensions of life. It may interest you to know some super wealthy started out dead poor, but through a dint of hard work, learned to overcome the bad hand that fate dealt them at birth. One documented or well-documented example is that of John H. Johnson of Ebony magazine fame, who in his day rose to become the 400th richest American. In his book, Succeeding Against the Odds, he stated that his family was not only poor, but the poorest of the poor. John H. Johnson learned to speak despite being born a stammerer or with a stammer. He learned to believe in himself despite being born into extreme poverty. He learned to sell and ended up buying the insurance company that employed him first employed him. So, don't blame your stars. Just keep learning and wealth will be within your grasp. If you follow the 7 immutable laws wealth that we have enumerated above as religion and let them guide everything you do, you'll be wealthy beyond measure. Don't forget they include develop well consciousness, use time well, focus on one thing at a time, think big, rub shoulders with the wealthy, work hard, and keep learning. This is the end of the episode. Follow and practice the 7 immutable laws of wealth, and you'll be wealthy. Until I come your way again, stay focused and think how you can become big. Bye for now.